There are so many reasons to be inspired by David's relationship with the Lord, his transparency, his reminder of truth, what has God done, who God is. And I think that the final thing that I've noticed about Psalms that is just a beautiful culmination of the relationship that David had with God and the trust that David gave to the Lord is that he was bold in his prayers. He was bold in requesting big, incredible changes for his people, for his own relationship with the Lord, for his faith. I think one of the most touching and impactful and even gutsy things that David asks God for is to search him, to know him, to see if there's any wicked way in him. How often are we asking for that kind of transparency before the Lord? Or are we trying to hide and sneak and put this in that corner and hope that he doesn't see? The reality is God sees every part of your heart, every part of your imagination, every part of your mind. He designed it. He created you. Therefore, he knows all things. He's not just that thing out there far away. He has a personal relationship with you, whether you are acknowledging that or not. And he desires for you to be with him, to be more and more like him. And so if you're reading the Psalms and you're looking at someone like David and you're saying, well, I'm not David and I could never be David, then have the courage to pray like David prayed. Remind yourself of the truths and the ways in which God has promised big, incredible things to you. Have transparent conversations with the Lord and be bold in your prayers, knowing and being confident that God will answer them, and he will answer them bigger and more incredible than you could ever imagine. He will challenge you in ways that you have never imagined, and he will show you that he can do mighty things even in the midst of your weakness. The reality is, I'm sure there are many times that David felt very weak and very insignificant. That's not how he's described in the Bible, but there were absolutely moments where he felt that way, as we can see through the Psalms. So remind yourself that even David, someone that we revere as an incredibly loved person by God who did incredible things for the Lord, he was weak, and God used his weakness to magnify his own strength, to magnify God's strength. And I think that that is pretty awesome.